Yo, what is up everyone? Bullitt Gaming here today, and today we're going to be playing some more Greenville, and today we're going to be reviewing the 2024 Ford Mustang. So here we have two trims, the Dark Horse and the EcoBoost, and then I have the GT also in my inventory. Thank you to, oh my goodness, Typact, or my girlfriend, for letting me have her EcoBoost here so I could review it. So, we're going to be going over both of these cars and showing you guys whether you guys should get them or not, and some features about the cars. So, we're going to start here today with the EcoBoost here, which is in Grabber Blue, not Grabber Blue Metallic, I'm pretty sure. I gotta go check, but it should be Grabber Blue Metallic. Yeah, it's Grabber Blue Metallic. So, we're going to be testing out this one first. Yeah, so, first off, let's start with a startup here, actually. So, okay, pretty normal startup. Idle, and then rev. Alright, so pretty normal rev. It's a pretty nice car. It has, these things that turn on when the car is on, like that. And then we have turn signals here. So we have sequential turn signals in the front and in the rear, of course. Now, this one doesn't have it on the mirrors, but I'm pretty sure some models do. So, sequential on both sides. Hazards, we do not have sequential turn signals on either side for the hazards here. And let's make it night. I think that should make it, nope, that's morning. There we go. So here we have the car at night. The reflectors are on, or whatever you want to call them, reflector lights are on, and they're reflecting off the ground now. And if we turn, those are our low beams, and we've got high beams there too. And I guess the lights won't work, so we're gonna do that. So now we're gonna go do a quick 0 to 60 and stuff test on this car here. So, we have it in sport mode right now. I'm pretty sure it only has semi, and no, it has a manual mode. Okay. So there is a manual mode on this car, which you can use. Oh goodness, the brakes suck. Okay. The brakes suck on this car, just figured that out. So if you're gonna be going a bit fast, you might want to slow down a bit quick, or a bit far back, because these brakes are kind of sucky. So we're gonna do a quick 0 to 60 test here, and I'll get a drag test and score up on screen if I can. So I'll have a timer, 0 to 60, and then I'll have a timer of how long it takes to get to the top speed, which I'm not sure what the top speed of this car is here yet. So we'll quickly get up to that top speed. We're in 10th gear, I guess, and it has a top speed of 143 miles per hour. So not the fastest car. Again, this is the pretty much base model Mustang you're gonna get. But it's pretty nice for a base model Mustang. This one is probably the best Mustang you would probably get, I would say, in some ways, as this car has, it has its own rev and sound, unlike the other cars, which I will show you when we get to them. So now we're going to go into the dealer here, and we're going to show you what the stats and specs of this car are, and we shall show you the specs of the other cars that we're going to be reviewing today, too. So that's that car. Going into the dealer here, and we go to Falcon when we can. It lets me. Okay, going to Falcon now. There's Falcon. Going down to the very bottom, we get the 2024 Falcon Stallion here, starting at $30,920, which is the one she has, the absolute base model EcoBoost. So, I guess it has a top speed of 144, 315 horsepower, and 17 miles per gallon, weighs 3,652 pounds. And the other car we will be reviewing today will be the GT Premium Convertible with red interior, with the top speed of 155, 486 horsepower, 17 miles per gallon, and 3,933 pounds. And of course, the last car we will be reviewing will be the Dark Horse at 191 miles per hour, 500 horsepower, 17 miles per gallon, 3,868 pounds, and seats 4. So, those are going to be all the cars we are reviewing here. So now I'm going to pull out the Dark Horse real quick. So this Dark Horse is in a custom color. I'm going to make it day so that we can see this a bit better. Alright. So this car has a custom color on it. If I was to go into free cam here, let me do that real quick. So this car is a custom color here, as we can see. It's supposed to be Atlas Blue Metallic, and it is custom. I don't remember the hex code for it, so I cannot give you it, but if I do remember, I will have it up on screen. But this is the Dark Horse here. So we have a little bit lower vents, kind of like the EcoBoost here, below vents down there. We have this little black decal underneath the headlights, along with the black decals, or black and gray decals on the hood. Air vent on the hood, and also black roof here with this little wing, I guess you could call it, in the back. We have dual exhaust back here, and we have a different idle sound here if we go over here. So let me turn up my volume, actually. There we go. You can hear that. And then if I was to start it up here. Alright, and then rev now. So as you will notice, this rev is the same rev as the rev on the 2021 and 2017 Ford Mustangs. It is not the exact same rev as all the trims on those two cars, as the GT500, GT350, and GT350R have their own rev and sound as they are supercharged. So yeah. Now, the thing about this 2024 Ford Mustang is that there is no Shelby trim at all, and the best trim you're gonna get is this. Now, I know they recently released a Shelby trim, but this car, when it was added, did not get the Shelby trim, as it was added a few updates ago, and it most likely will never get a Shelby trim, as all cars now being added are going to be fictionalized. So, that is, yeah, kinda interesting. We might not get a Shelby, but the Dark Horse is still decent. I would still prefer Shelby, but a Dark Horse is decent. So now we're gonna do a quick test on this car. So as we can see, 4 seats here, and we're gonna go show you guys about this car. So we got a semi and manual mode here for this car. It does shoot flames. Yeah, there you go. You got some flames being shot there. So let's go do a quick 0 to 60 test here, and then we're gonna do a 0 to top speed test here. So it is faster, obviously, than the EcoBoost, which is the absolute base model Mustang, but it's still not a bad car, and it's honestly, I would say, worth it. So now we're gonna go here. Alright, 0 to 60 timer should be up on screen, and then we'll have 0 to top speed timer. And then I'll also have the drag time if I'm able to get the drag time. I will also have that up on the screen. So, the top speed should be the same as the dealer, which I think was 191. I got 190. We're flat. We got 190. So I guess we're only going to get 190 miles per hour. I guess 191 if you're lucky here. So coming over to this median, I guess, or never mind, we skipped. So here we got the turn signals, which are also sequential, and these, though, do appear on the mirrors, as we can see here. We have them on the mirrors, unlike the EcoBoost here, back there. So, sequential also on the front, which is pretty nice. Oh my goodness, I got a really big lag spot right there. We also have the same for the other side here. Go here. And then we have hazards, which are, of course, not sequential. So, that is the Dark Horse, and it's decent, I would say. I'd probably say that the EcoBoost, as of now, is kind of more worth it. Yeah. We shall see, though, because I still have to go over the convertible one. So here we have the convertible one, and this one is the GT Premium, right? GT Premium, yes. So this is the GT Premium, and of course the little 3 light bars up there turn on when you turn on the car. Also, I did put the EcoBoost rims on there because I really did like them more than the rims that were originally on the car. So of course, same thing. We got the turn signals on the mirrors, sequential, and then we got the same thing on the side. Hazards are the same too, and startup and idle are the same, and so is the rev. I don't think this one shoots flames. It does not shoot flames. So there you go. And brake lights there. And then going up to the front, it's the same thing for the lights. Same thing. Alright, so going into the interior now, we have a pretty nice interior with airbags, airbags and horn symbols. Very nicely modeled chairs, actually. Little to no legroom in the back. I do have a picture of the actual car, and if I can find it, I'll have it up on screen, but there is literally, like, no legroom in the back. Steering wheel turns with the actual wheels on the outside of the car. Don't know why that turn signal just turned on. Nothing appears on the dash when you do stuff, although the dash does turn off and on when you turn on the car. Pretty nicely modeled interior, I would say. Going into free cam here, I'll show you guys the little leg room that we have in the back. We go back here, we have very, very little leg room, like pretty much no leg room at all. Now, if I was to turn on the lights here, you will notice that we do get a little Falcon logo that's up here on the windshield. So this only comes on when you have the lights on, and it's pretty nice. So now the lights are off, as we can tell. Up here, lights are off. It's pretty nice. It appears on this little whatever you want to call it, mirror thingy, and it's pretty cool. So we're gonna do a quick 0 to 60 test on this car. It will have the exact same sounds as the other car. This one though does have the vents that do go up. I mean, not really up, because right here is not air vent, but it does kind of go up, which I don't really like, but it's okay. We have what would be, I'm pretty sure, the air intakes, although it's kind of blocked a bit, so I'm not sure if it would be the air intakes. On the Dark Horse, I'm pretty sure it is the air intake, but on this one, it might not be. So, yeah. Now let's go do a quick 0 to 60. Oh, okay. Let's go do a quick 0 to 60 here, and then top speed test here. Alright. So, timer for 0 to 60 will be up on screen. Drag time should also be up on screen if I can get a drag time. And then we'll have a time for the top speed here. So, let's see. We got a top speed of 155 miles per hour, which is not bad for this car. So, yeah, there are performance packages of the GT, but this is basically what the GT would be like. So the only Mustang that does have its own pretty much sound for when it's driving would be the EcoBoost. These do not have their own sound. They have the sound from the 2021 Ford Mustang, which if I go get out in a second, you will see is the same. So they were a while ago supposed to add the actual sounds for these cars. I don't know if that's still planned or if they're ever going to. They said they were, but it's been a little while and they haven't been added. So, yeah, that is all 3 trims of the 2024 Mustang. I saw a lot of these when the update first came out, and honestly, I would say it is worth it. I do see why a lot of people had it. Now, which car I would suggest getting? I would suggest getting a GT. The EcoBoost is nice, but it's really slow and kind of more relaxed, I would say. And the Dark Horse it's not really worth the price tag. It's pretty much got the same stats as the GT, except it's just faster. I mean, I would take this, I would say. I would say this is a better option. Yeah, it may not look the best because these air vent thingies kind of flare upward, but I do suggest getting this one, as this one is a better car to get. It's yeah, it's literally like the same thing as the Dark Horse minus the speed and stuff. And maybe horsepower. Yeah, I mean, this car I would say is really the car you want to get. I'm pretty sure this one's the Sports Pass. You will need the Sports Car Pass for this car. So if you can't get that, I would then suggest getting the EcoBoost, as the EcoBoost is still a really nice car to get. And I didn't show you guys the color options, but I will have all the color options up on screen, and I will go over their names. I'll have their names hopefully under it. But yeah, now we're gonna quickly pull out the old 2021 Mustang here. So let me show you this. She can get in if she's, yeah. So if we start up, it's obviously probably gonna be a different startup here. Yeah. Very quiet idle, as we can tell. You pretty much can't hear it. And then if we were to go rev, you'd see it'd be the same thing. Yeah, other than the little pops you hear, it's the same thing. It is exactly the same thing. So, that sound is taken from the 2021 and 2017 Mustangs, which are very old. Not sure why they didn't add in the actual sound for them. But, I mean, it would be nice to see the actual sound, and Shelby trim. But knowing that all cars are fictional now, we most likely won't be getting a Shelby trim, and because of that, the fictional cars, we might not also be getting the actual sounds until the car is remodeled and fictionalized. But yeah, that is the 2024 Ford Mustang review. We have the Dark Horse, GT, and EcoBoost trims. Those are the main trims. But yeah, that's going to be all for today's video. So if you guys did enjoy today's video, please leave a like and subscribe. This does help me out. And then don't forget to join my Discord down below so you know when I post new videos like this one. Thank you to my girlfriend, Capcut, for allowing me to use her EcoBoost. But yeah, with that, everyone, have a great day, and I'll see you guys again next time. Goodbye.